welcome your 5-time Super Bowl champion, San Francisco 49ers!
And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him. Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and short, here's Purdy. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 10 yards. And a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down throw by Purdy. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Purdy will sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Purdy. It's a gain of a yard. And the 49er first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down for him.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They stick with McCaffrey. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Purdy on first down. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. That one intended for Christian McCaffrey. So that brings up second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From the gun is Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
No gain on the play.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
On third down, Purdy. Looking for a target. Finds him over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be fourth and maybe a yard.
Brings up fourth down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
It's a gain of a yard.
So simple, yet so hard to defend, Kate. They line up, they play smash mouth, and they get the first down.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. A give left side to McCaffrey. And that's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be second down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Going run again with McCaffrey. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
He was brought down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
To the air, third and long. Kittle makes the catch. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That's another 49er. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you could come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal. Here's another for him. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Buckle up. It's third and goal. Purdy throwing here. Dumps it off to his running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down now, and on comes Jake
for
Moody
the
for the
49ers
49ers field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Moody knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Jake Moody
out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Blake Corum now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the 3rd time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Getting them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Stafford to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Los Angeles.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They're set up at the 35 now. They fake the handoff now. Stafford. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Stafford again. He finds Adams, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Rams first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Stafford now on first down. He's throwing deep to the left side. Catch is made in close. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. They kick the running back in motion. Another try following the sack. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Defense bringing in a fifth DB, 3rd and goal. Stafford from the gun. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Intended for Devontae.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
On comes Joshua Carty in the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This from just 23 yards away. Carty's kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. And an excellent effort there sets him up almost at midfield. San Francisco headed out for its 2nd possession of the game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a 1st down.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Dumped off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
2nd and 3 now. To throw again, it's Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of
the analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
McCaffrey will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 3-3 game. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Time to get the 2nd quarter going. The 49ers sent up inside the red zone. Here's McCaffrey again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 2nd quarter lead.
Touchdown,
Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Niners 10, Rams 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. Man in motion out of the slot. On first down, here's Stafford. Complete, it's Atwell. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Give to Williams from the gun. This is a nice gain, nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
A pickup of 2 yards. First down, Rams.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
They go with Williams on the counter. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Looking right, and he finds him. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Rams.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. To throw, Stafford. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing from the gun. The throw is caught. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Trying to sneak with Stafford. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard.
2 yards.
For a QB sneak to actually go backwards, a couple things have to happen. Fumble of a snap, where that front defensively absolutely overwhelms the line of scrimmage. That one was the latter, and kudos to them.
Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. Going for it, it's Williams. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, McCaffrey. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 7-yard gain. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Purdy, a quick throw, complete. It's a gain of 12 there, and that's a 49er first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's 2nd down.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, McCaffrey. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Finds him on the slant. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Motioning Jennings left. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Purdy to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He takes it himself, and he's tackled for no gain.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun is Purdy. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Rams get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
The Rams headed out to the field now. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Los Angeles.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Stafford now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Second and 3. That finds Adams downfield. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st down.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Rams going to punt on fourth down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Rams. Likely kicking it here. Fourth down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Purdy on first down. Oh, he shovels it forward, complete. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 24. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running back sent in motion. First down throw by Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Short pass brought in. He picks up 15 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. To the air again, Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a 49er first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. They'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. They have themselves another 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Purdy. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He's got it! Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
17. Rams 3.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Back to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
For the 49ers.
Corum now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Rams ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. That passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 25-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. In motion left is Atwell. They fake the handoff now. Stafford finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, here's Stafford. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A run with Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner, down inside the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down. Now Stafford to throw. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play, and the Rams are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Williams now on 1st and 10. We got him a good handful there as it brings up 2nd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another run for Williams. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Stafford from the gun. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Carty's kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down, Purdy to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
A gain of 10 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the
What a great
41-yard
sign
line.
to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First and 10 from the 41. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Purdy throwing here on first. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's taken down at the 30. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 30.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
10 more yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4. Going run again with McCaffrey. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Purdy throwing here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
A loss of 7.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. Made his first one. This is a little over 40. Moody knocks it through, and then extends their lead to 14.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Whittington now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First call here coming from the shotgun. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Kyron Williams, the intended target. And now they face second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Stafford to throw again on second. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Adams put in motion right. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. He can run it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
First down, Rams.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him, calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Complete, it's Atwell. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, ball at the 36. They motion a receiver left. Stafford now on first down. That one's complete over the middle. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Brought down by Fred Warner.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 35-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. This is Williams. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. Following the play, one of the 49ers still pretty shaken up. Trainers getting out there to see what's wrong. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this third down. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east to west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on fourth down. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Gobbled up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Purdy to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
If that down in distance. This group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Complete to Jawan Jennings. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds. That one gains 7. And that's a 49er first down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey. Nothing doing here as he only manages a yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 48. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Ayuk put in motion left. On 3rd down, Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's 16 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Another 49er. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. They've got first down from the 31. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It can be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
11 more yards. That's another.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. that sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball to go right over their head.
So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got it! And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The 49ers have likely locked up the win right there. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 18.
27, Rams 9.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Whittington now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. On 1st down, here's Stafford. His pass caught by Nakua. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Stafford from the gun. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. That finds Adams downfield. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
And this one doesn't go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Stafford again. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Running for the marker with Williams. Ooh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. This makes it up to the 25. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Purdy on the play action. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10.
It sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. They bring their tight end left. Trying an inside give now with the ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Picked up by the Rams. And they're going to take over with a 1st and goal here. Recover the fumble, and now a great chance to make their opponents pay.
Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return on the fumble sets that offense up in primo position.
Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for them. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Throwing now following the turnover. And he will score. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score Niners 27, Rams 19.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. From the gun, Garindo. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Brought down behind
There's
the line of
absolutely
scrimmage.
nothing he could do in that
A loss of a
situation, Kate.
yard.
Defense broke
Brings
through
up
so
second
quickly,
and
they had
11
him dead to
at
rights
the
soon after he got the
49-yard
ball in
line.
his hands.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Garindo again. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down.
He's tackled at the
Humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Purdy to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll try the right side with Garindo. Juke the defender. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a 49er first down.
11 more yards.
Danger, Kate.
That's another
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the
49er
open
first
field,
down.
and he is
First and
dangerous to
10
take
at
it to the
30-yard
house.
line.
1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry here for Jordan James. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped.
He's tackled
Just
at
a
the
gain of 1,
29-yard
and that
line.
brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's a bootleg for him. Hauled in by Garindo. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Now a give to Garindo. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain.
The ball carrier.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go right back to Garindo. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
He'll throw it. Catch is made in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. George Kittle, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers lead by 15 now.
34, Rams 19.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
For the 49ers.
Whittington now on the return. Jukes out a one-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out come the Rams on offense. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for one play last drive, and they found the end zone. Stafford now on first down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Caught, nice gain left side. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Give him 32 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him! And the big play drives them backwards, second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Rams facing a 15-point deficit. Everyone's prepped, it's second down now. Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Complete to Tyler Higbee. 8 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw it. Got a man, that's Nakua. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down from the red zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Running back sent in motion. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. He's got it. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. To throw. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now a try to keep a sliver of hope alive and make things a one-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the fourth.
Makes the score Niners 34, Rams 26.
So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the fumble recovery is made. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now is just make these plays, run out this clock so we can take one more knee and celebrate.
It's a gain of 7.
The defense calls a timeout, and that's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd.
A gain of 6.
And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The 49ers only moments away from finalizing this victory as they take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.